my pals. This is Happy Dinosaur 1000 coming to you with another edition. This time a Halloween edition, edition 3-parter of American Review Anime Batch. This time part 7. And I am reviewing the anime TV series Tokyo Ghoul. Here's the plot. We started off the first episode with a lady Edie Ghoul being confronted by a guy in a hockey mask who's like, "I can't wait to kill you, you monster." And the further I go in the series, the Tokyo Ghouls are more or less, it's just regular vampires with tentacle powers. Stupid phlegm. I'm hating that happens. But back to the plot. Basically, they're basically vampires with tentacle powers. And after the battle between, actually a short battle between in the lady Tokyo Ghoul. Well, that's not her name. I'm just saying what she is. She's a ghoul. Well, and the guy in the hockey mask. We get treated to one of the most bland and a non-exciting anime theme song that I've ever heard. I didn't get behind. I just got bored watching it. And after that, we then meet up with two college students. No, I think college students. They look like a bit young for that, but given that they live on their own, they do seem to be college students. And basically like the black-haired kid is talking about going on a date. It was one of the book or to like bookstore. Yeah, he's talking about one. Sorry for my stuttering. I'm trying to remember things. When I stutter, it means I'm either excited or I just got bored. He basically talking about going on a date to the bookstore with someone. One of the blonde-haired friend of his is like, "Ha ha! That deal will suck ass." Yes. Who wants to go to a freaking bookstore? Lame-o. And then the blonde-haired kid, it flirts with this one waitress there at the restaurant they're at, and the black-haired kid, he gets an eye on the purple, on this one lady with purple hair. Who basically is, or she actually is the monster lady from the beginning of the episode. And they go on a date. Everything seems fine at first, and then she surprises him after giving some innuendo, saying she wants him, and then she just sucks off his blood, fucks with his organs. And uses her damn tentacles to throw them all around. And she basically gets crushed by a bunch of industrial accident. What they call it, like steam pillars, or steel pillars and other stuff in construction sites. Right, and then we find out, the black-haired kid, it got organs from the Tokyo Ghoul, or herself. Not herself. I don't know who basically is the Tokyo specifically. I like calling them Tokyo Ghouls because it's just kind of like the title. But anyway, he gets organs from the ghoul lady, Edie, and actually we learn on later that brings him an advantage. And after a while, the black-haired kid being in the hospital, he's like, "I can't eat any of this shit. It's all disgusting. This sushi tastes like ass. Yes, and this freaking wonton soup does not look any good." But to me, and I'm just kind of like, I know, like, hospital food in the USA is terrible for the most part. I hate to imagine other countries, but it actually kind of, all joking aside, he can't eat it because he's basically turned to because he is half ghoul now, and can only eat human flesh. And then, and we get something very interesting, and where he like he's very very well done scene. I like with a black haired kid. It is just basically wondering what's happened, why he can't eat regular food, and like he's watching a newscaster to be like yes, as ghouls cannot eat regular people food. They must eat people. People often have red eyes. And like we get a scene of of a black kid eating everything in his apartment. He eats this one burger. He cooks several meals. He tries to drink milk. He pukes all over the place. He's in his bathroom. And essentially, we then get the black-haired kid in fighting over with another vampire. Actually, getting in a fight between another vampire. Right now, sorry. These guys just remind me of vampires so much. It's just like the dragons and the Na'vi from Avatar. Alright, they're just very similar. Or so it's hard to basically differentiate them for me. But anyway, the black-haired kid he gets in trouble with this one other ghoul who's just like, it's like, hey, I fucking eat here, damn it. This is my dinner table. Feeding ground. Get the fuck out. I guess I'll have to kill you. Then for trespassing. See on second thought. And the waitress that the blonde-haired kid was flirting with, it comes to save the black-haired kid. It shoves of some human flesh and some soil in his face. He's saying, hey, look, you either eat or you live on in starvation pain. And we get the black hair getting inducted getting joined into a ghoul society. Basically, my problem with this is that it just kind of feels generic. When you've seen a lot of horror films, like there's films that has a very similar plot to this, almost exactly. What I've seen so far are called Interview with a Vampire. Where basically there's a hidden vampire society of monsters. There's at one point they turn a kid into a ghoul, similar to how they turn a kid into a vampire. In Interview with a Vampire. Though I'm not sure whether they'll do this or not. Yet based on the first 4 episodes, like I actually reviewed the first 4 because I wanted this as a 3-parter, and the series and like the first season is like 12 episodes. But anyway, that it's interesting what they did with the kid vampire and the vampire. I'm not gonna make this whole thing about that, but also the series of Twilight, where it's basically like a hidden society of monsters. And I'm getting around. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that Twilight is better. I'm saying it, and it has a similar plot. But basically, I've seen this plot done a lot of times before, or like the anime touch is nice. It's I was bored a little bit through this, but I got a little more interesting as it went along, a bit more creepy. When the black hair kid comes across this one ghoul who's basically like, He basically just sniffs if the black haired kid's blood off a rag that he got blood on him from himself. But when he's like, and smells like human, partially, a little bit of ghoul. And he's like, and I'm like, this guy seems perverted as hell. I want to see this guy fucking die. But essentially, we end in the first 4 episodes. It was with the creepy purple-haired guy, attempting to basically slaughter the black-haired kid, and by basically having him in an opera house, as execution against a very fat Ed Leatherface esque executioner. She basically had like this one mom with him, who's just like, it's like, go on, you can kill that guy. And he's like, basically he fails. Goes after the purple guy, just rips him in half, which that was kind of interesting. His last words are just followed by tears when his basically his owner is like, "Hey, you done fucked up, and I'm ashamed of you. I knew you were a failure." And he just cries, and like the fourth episode ends with the purple guy just saying, "I've been a bit too hard on you. I'm gonna try a different approach." Anyway, I did not give this dinosaur approval. Like I didn't really have much fun with it. Am I gonna continue on reviewing this season? Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I already paid for the entire season for like $5. I'm getting my money's worth somehow. And anyway, I give this series so far based on the first 4 episodes. Oh, it's roughly like 5.2 out of 10. And it's just kind of mad to me of average. That's my review. Have a happy day, everyone. Have a happy night. And have a happy weekend. Bye.